couple of days, I've been dreaming about bacon in all its salty, fatty, chewy goodness. So today, I'm gonna do something about it, and I'm gonna hit Sweet Maple, which is on the border between Western Addition and Lower Pack Heights in San Francisco. To put it into context, it's about 2 blocks up the street from Jane the Bakery, back there. Sweet Maple is best known for its Millionaire's bacon, which is essentially a candied bacon with the consistency of a tender pork jerky. It all starts with a 1/2-inch thick slab of center-cut pork belly, which is then slathered in brown sugar and various spices and slow roasted in a low-heat oven for about 4 hours until the sugar takes on this beautiful burnished glaze and the exterior of the meat is nice and crispy and the interior is chewy and tender. It's so good, Millionaire's bacon was featured on Discovery Channel's United States of Food. While Sweet Maple didn't invent the dish, they perfected it, trademarked it, and now sell it across all of their restaurants. In addition to their flagship store here, there's also Blackwood in the Marina District, a Kitchen Story in the Mission District, Taylor Street Coffee Shop in the Tenderloin, Fred's Coffee Shop in Sausalito, Kitchen Sunnyside in Mill Valley, and the Berkeley Social Club in Berkeley. I like hitting Sweet Maple because it offers a $20 poo-poo platter of all of their various Millionaire's bacon flavors. There's 4 flavors altogether in the sampler platter. You've got 2 savory, the original, which is seasoned with a dash of cayenne pepper for a little bit of a kick, and the herbal rosemary, which has also got a bit of pepper to it as well, and 2 sweet and savory, the citron, which is basically orange zest with sea salt, and the cinnamon, which has got a hint of chipotle in addition to the cinnamon. Yes, I'm picking up an order for Zeene. They should be announcing today that the Bay Area can go back to outdoor dining. Woohoo! But for today, we're going to take our food down to Kimball Playground, which is where I shot my video for cardamom buns at Jane the Bakery. And it's across the street from Jane the Bakery. Here's the original with that beautiful sugar glaze. And if I pop it over onto the back, you can see the quality cut of meat. Definitely on the fattier side with a nice marbling of the leaner meat in between. So good. The fatty bits are melting your mouth, and I love the chewiness of the lean meat too. And that very molasses candied coating is just awesome. Gotta take another bite. Let's try that rosemary next. Yum. Rosemary's got this very strong, very distinct, almost licorice anise type flavor to it. And it's the perfect accent for meat. And I love its contrast to the sweetness of the glaze. And both flavors are pretty powerful and hold up really, really well to that saltiness of the bacon. Let's try the cinnamon with chipotle next. Ooh, spicy. That chipotle's got a kick to it. Cinnamon's not so distinct in this one. Between the pepper and the sugar, it just kind of disappears from the flavor profile. But this is a great peppery piece of bacon. This piece is on the leaner side, so you could definitely taste that chewier pork jerky texture on this. That's why I love getting a couple of slices to sample, because in some you might get this sort of leaner, chewier texture, and in others it'll be much more fattier and melt in your mouth. All right, we'll end with the citron, which should have that citrusy goodness to it. It's got a very surprising flavor. It's sweet and definitely citrusy, but not orangey at all. And that sea salt really mellows out the sweetness so that you've got a really nice balance. I'm kind of surprised how well the sea salt works, given that the bacon's already kind of salty and doesn't feel like it pushes it over too much on the salty side. That satisfied my craving. All right, on to the ratings. Out of 10, I give Millionaire's bacon 8.5. My favorite was the rosemary, but there wasn't one flavor that I didn't like. They were all perfect. And the only thing that I wish there were more of are slices in the platter. Overall, if you're looking for a quality piece of candied bacon, it fully delivers on that. All 4 are sweet, they're chewy, yet melt in your mouth at the same time. The slices are nice and big and thick. And if you like variety, you can't go wrong with a sampler platter. Each of these flavors is so distinct. Now, for those of you who would like to try this but don't have a Sweet Maple nearby, you can DIY. I'll include links to a couple of good recipes down in the description box below. But note that if you want to get as good as sweet maple, you gotta commit to a slow roast process. And if you do attempt it, send me a couple of strips in the mail. And that'll do it for this week's Epic Eats. For those in the Bay Area, stay dry this week. And until next week, see ya!